that is what, two mating gears with module pitch of 6.5 millimeter, so have 19 and 47 teeth of 20-degree pressure angle and 6.5 mm, it's mm, addenda is nothing but what, addendum, full stop. Determine the number of pairs of teeth in contact and angle turned through by the larger wheel for one pair of teeth in contact. So determine also ratio of sliding velocity to the rolling velocity at the instant. So which all are the instant is specified in it. So engagement commences, engagement terminates at the pitch point. So here what all are the things we need to find out with respect to this problem means is asking to find out the number, that is what, contact ratio. So contact ratio means as per the derivation, so we come to know that first one is what, a length of contact, next one is the arc of contact, next one is the contact ratio. Here is what, first we need to find out the length of contact, next we need to find out the arc of contact, then only we can easily find out the contact ratio. Next he is asking to specify the thing of what, determine also the ratio of, that is what, that is new unknown it is with respect to the previous one what we discussed. So sliding velocity to the rolling velocity at the instant ratio is asking. So that is 3 instant with respect to the 3 cases. Beginning, that is engagement commences, engagement terminates at the pitch point. As per that we need to solve. Anyhow, let it be. First segregate the data. Two mating gears with a module pitch. Module is specified how much it is, that is what, 6.5 millimeter it is, the millimeter. So next one is what, 19 number of teeth and 47 number of teeth. 19 is Z1, 47 is Z2. Is specified the pressure angle. Pressure angle is how much, 20 degree. So addenda is specified. Addenda is the sense of what, addendum. Addendum is how much, 6.5 millimeter. So this question is asked in the year of December 2014, asked for 10 marks. So that is what we couldn't able to use the number of teeth while solving the problem. So that is what here we are going, while deriving the derivation we consider addendum circle, pitch circle, dedendum circle. The gear we divide it as an what, topmost circle, bottommost circle and the pitch circle, that is what, imaginary circle. So let me convert that by using the basic formula. The R1 is equal to mz1 divided by 2. M stands for 6.5, Z1 stands for 19 divided by 2. So that is what, 61.75 millimeter. Similarly for the next gear, that is what, the driver and the driven we are going to discuss. R2 is equal to mz2 divided by 2. M stands for 6.5 and Z2 stands for 47 divided by 2. By doing the calculation we will get the value of how much, 152.75 millimeter. Now, so that is path of contact is what, the formula is what, square root of RA2 square minus R2 square cos square phi plus square root of RA1 square minus R1 square cos square phi minus R1 plus R2 sin phi. That is the formula we are going to discuss. So that is what, in that formula RA1, RA2 we used. So that we need to know about it. We know A in the sense of addendum. So we can easily find out the addendum circle radius. How it is, what is addendum, terminologies of gear we come to know that there addendum is what, it's a radius distance between addendum to circle to the pitch circle. What is dedendum? It is the radial distance between pitch circle to the dedendum circle. So addendum is specified. Addendum is what, radial distance between addendum circle to the pitch circle radius. So that is what, A is equal to RA1 minus R1. So keep that unknown towards the left hand side. RA1 is equal to A plus R1. A is 6.5 as per the statement of the problem. R1 is 61.75. Sum of these two is 68.25 millimeter. Next, similarly for the RA2, RA2 is equal to A plus R2, that is equal to A stands for 6.5, R2 stands for 152.75 millimeter. We find out at here in the problem. So solution is how much? 159.25 millimeter. Here what we come to know that? We come to know the R1, R2, RA1, RA2. So now we can easily find out the solution for the path of contact. Look over the equation. What is path of contact? Square root of RA2 square minus R2 square cos square phi plus root of RA1 square minus R1 square cos square phi minus R1 plus R2 sin phi. RA2 we know that, R2 we know that, RA1 we know that, R1 as well as the phi we know that. Substitute the value. So if you substitute the values, that is what RA1, RA2, R1, R2 as well as the phi of the pressure angle, you will come to know that path of contact is equal to 31.5415 millimeter by calculating this. Now, path of contact we come to know that. So, if we come to know that the path of contact, we can easily find out the arc of contact. How we are going to find out the arc of contact? Arc of contact is equal to path of contact divided by cos phi. So, arc of contact is equal to path of contact is how much? 31.5415 millimeter. Substitute the value. Cos phi is what? Phi stands for pressure angle, that is cos of 20, that is equal to 33.566 millimeter. Arc of contact, we come to know that. Now, if you come to know that the arc of contact, you can easily find out the contact ratio. Formula is what? Contact ratio is equal to arc of contact divided by PC. P suffix C. What is PC? Circular pitch. What is circular pitch? Circular pitch is what? Pi m. So that is what? Contact ratio is equal to arc of contact is 33.566 divided by pi c can be PC can be written as pi m. Pi into 6.5. M stands for module. Module is how much? 6.5. So substitute the value, make a mathematical calculation. So you will come to know that 1.6437, which is approximately equal to 2. Contact ratio for the given case is how much? 2. Approximately 2. 2 number of teeth is contact. So now what we need to find out? We need to find out the thing of what he is asking to find out the value of what? Bigger wheel angle, that is contact angle. He specified the bigger wheel. Bigger wheel in the sense of what? He specified in the problem the gear, 2 spur gear having the 19 and 47 number of teeth. Look over the things of value. So 19 and the 47 means 47 is the bigger one. Take the circumference. Circumference is what? Pi d we are going to call, or else the 2 pi r we are going to call. So twice the radius will become diameter. Circumference of gear, that is bigger gear, is what? The 47. 47 is what? Z2. Z2. R2 is how much? For the R2 is equal to mz2 divided by 2. We come to know that there 152.75. Substitute the value 2 into pi into 152.75. By doing the calculation, we will come to know that 959.76 millimeter. That is what? Length of the gear also we can able to call, or else the circumference of the gear. So how much it is? 959.76 millimeter. So now so it means for the 360 degree length of gear is how much? 959.76 millimeter. Hence for 33.566 millimeter, what is this? Arc of contact it is. This is what? Arc of contact. Hence for the 33.566 we find out at this. Where exactly? Here. What is the value? 33.566, that is arc of contact. What we need to find out here? We need to find out the angle of contact. So that is what? Hence for the 33.566 millimeter, the length the length of angle is, the theta is equal to 33.566 multiplied with 360 divided by 959.76. What is this? Means the arc of contact multiplied with the complete circle divided by the circumference of the gear, that is 12.5903, 12 degree and 59.03 minute it is. The next one is what? He specified the contact ratio contact, the number of teeth is engaged, as well as the that is contact, that is angle of contact of the bigger gear. So including that, in this problem is specified to find out the solution for what? Calculate the ratio of sliding velocity to rolling velocity. So that is specified the three the cases, that is, one is instant, one is what? At the beginning of engagement, at the terminate of the engagement, at the pitch point. So before going to that beginning, so path of contact is what? Path of approach plus path of recess. It is path of contact is what? Path of approach plus path of recess. While deriving the derivation, we come to know that we discussed this derivation before that lockdown itself. There I specified, first we find out the path of approach, next we find out the path of recess, then we write it as an what? Path of contact is equal to path of approach plus path of recess. That is what? So square root of RA2 square minus R2 square cos square phi plus root of RA1 square minus R1 square cos square phi minus of R1 plus R2 sin phi. This is what? Combination of path of approach as well as the recess. That is approach and the recess. First we need to find out the approach. So why? Because he is specified in the problem to find out at the engagement terminates, engagement starts, as well as the pitch point he is specifying. So that is approach, we need to know about it, as well as the recess to find out the solution. Path of approach, RA is equal to square root of RA2 square minus R2 square cos square phi minus R2 sin phi. RA2, R2 as well as phi, we know that. Substitute the values for this. So you will get it. A stands for path of approach is how much? 16.73 millimeter. Similarly, for the path of recess is R is equal to square root of RA1 square minus R1 square cos square phi minus R1 sin phi. So that is, we know that R1 as well as the phi. R1 is how much? 61.75. RA1 is what? 68.25. Phi is pressure angle is 20 degree. Substitute the values for the above equation. We will get it. Path of recess is 14.81 millimeter. Their approach is 16.73 millimeter and recess is 14.81. Taking these two values, that is first case. That is what? That is with respect to the statement of the problem. When engagement commences, Vs, velocity of sliding, ratio is asking Vs divided by Vr, velocity of sliding divided by velocity of rolling. So A divided by R, approach divided by R2 of 1 plus Z1 divided by Z2. A stands for approach, R stands for pitch circle radius of the bigger wheel of 1 plus 19.47. By substituting the value, the ratio of velocity of sliding to the rolling is 0.154 for the engagement commences. Similarly, next one is what? When engagement terminates. Next one. For this, Vs divided by Vr. That is what? Velocity of sliding to the velocity of rolling. R divided by R. What is the value of R? R in the sense of what? Recess. R divided by R1 of 1 plus Z1 divided by Z2. R we know that 14.81. We know that the R1 61.75 of 1 plus 19 divided by 47. Number of teeth it is. By doing the calculation, mathematical simple calculation, we will come to know that 0.3368 it is. So now that is what? At the end, when engagement terminates. So next one is when at pitch point. That is what? Vs divided by Vr, velocity of sliding to the rolling, is equal to at the pitch point. Approach will ends and the recess will starts. That in between of this, the value will become what? 0. At the point, two pitch point will engages of the two gears. That is what? Gear 1 and the gear 2, or else driver to the driven. So value will become 0. Definitely for each and every problem you will get that the pitch point velocity of sliding to the rolling will be 0. So that is what with respect to this problem. So that is what number of unknowns, what we come to know, that is somewhat addition. It's not a complex thing. We not even crashed the basic, that is what the mother formulas what we used while discussing the derivation. That is as it is the same. Approach, recess, that is path of contact, arc of contact, contact ratio. Addition to that, So that is what he is asking, the velocity of sliding to the rolling. The few changes will be there, not more than that. So hope you understood this. Similar type of problem, that is the workbook I shared in your that is Google Classroom. You just go through it. Similar type of problem, data may changes. You can able to practice that. If any query, you can